Good day, fellow educators, and to all the research enthusiasts all over the globe. I am Wilfredo Paulino, a Master Teacher 2 of VICENTE ANDAYA Senior National High School, Sigma Capiz, Philippines. I am honored and privileged to be part of this third BBP International Multidisciplinary Research Conference. I am very happy that I was given a chance to present my action research entitled Downloaded Offline Videos as Supplementary Tools for Modular-Based Instruction and Students' Conceptual Understanding on Addition of Vectors. Physics was perceived to be difficult by most learners, specifically on topic about addition of vectors. Vector is a mathematical concept that is integral in the learning of physics according to Barniol and Zavala, 2014. Lacking of understanding of vectors might cause surprising and serious problems since vector concepts are embedded in almost all physics concepts. Thus, a strong understanding of vectors is necessary to the success of learning physics. This can only be achieved when students are properly guided and exposed to supplementary materials that will help them understand vector concepts. Based on observation and assessment, majority of the senior high school grade 12 STEM learners have very low in their conceptual understanding. This resulted to poor learning outcomes as reflected on their scores in the learning tasks and activities in the self-learning modules in General Physics 1, particularly on topics about addition of vectors. This may be due to a lack of direct supervision by the teachers to provide immediate feedback for the learners to comprehend and process the lesson well, since there is no face-to-face interaction between the teacher and students. To address this problem, students need to be guided by providing them supplementary tools like downloaded videos, which can be viewed whether online or offline, in order for them to effectively learn, understand, and master the competencies and skills as they learn independently. Hence, this study was conducted. This study aimed to determine the level of conceptual understanding of grade 12 STEM General Physics 1. Specifically, it sought answers to the following questions. What is the level of conceptual understanding on the addition of vectors of grade 12 STEM students before the intervention? What is the level of conceptual understanding on addition of vectors of grade 12 STEM students after the intervention? This action research utilized one group pretest posttest design involving quantitative research methods. The participants of this study were the 20 grade 12 senior high school students under the academic track of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics of VICENTE ANDAYA Senior National High School for the school year 2020-2021, taking the subject General Physics 1. The data on the level of conceptual understanding on addition of vectors was collected using the 30-item teacher-made test in both pretest and posttest, which underwent content validation by the science teachers and pilot testing of the instrument for the reliability analysis. The downloaded offline videos that were given to the respondents were used as intervention for modular-based instruction, wherein the content of which also underwent thorough validation. The statistical tool that was used to analyze the data collected was the mean, to determine the pretest and posttest performance of students in General Physics 1 in their conceptual understanding on the addition of vectors before and after they were exposed to the intervention. The result reveals that the mean of the pretest of grade 12 STEM students before the downloaded offline videos were given as supplemental tools for the self-learning modules is 9.35, which is verbally interpreted as fairly satisfactory with a mean percentile score of 31.17. The result of the mean after the participants was given intervention is 22.95, which is verbally interpreted as very satisfactory with a mean percentile score of 76.50. The result of the mean of the pretest of grade 12 STEM students before the downloaded offline videos were given is 9.35, which is verbally interpreted as fairly satisfactory, implies that students' conceptual understanding is much lower when they were not exposed to interactive videos to supplement the concepts they learned from the printed materials provided to them. Their grasp of knowledge to understand the concept is lower since they just merely depend on the information given in the self-learning modules. This is anchored to the findings of Aston 2015 in his investigations on the impact of offline videos on students' conceptual understanding, that learners who are not exposed to educational videos tend to have low performance in their academic standing. Their level of understanding of the concepts tends to be affected, which resulted in poor learning outcomes. The result of the mean after the participants was given intervention is 22.95, which is verbally interpreted as very satisfactory with a mean percentile score of 76.50, implies that the participants' level of conceptual understanding of the lesson presented in the printed modules provided to them was enhanced due to exposure to downloaded offline videos that supplement their knowledge about the lesson. Students find learning with videos and animations interesting, making them direct their attention and effort in trying to understand what they are learning. Higher retention of knowledge is also achieved since the learners do not just see what they have heard, as well as the information presented in the videos. The increase of the mean and the mean percentile score before and after the intervention shows that there is an improvement in terms of students' conceptual understanding on the addition of vectors when the downloaded offline videos were used as supplementary tools in accomplishing their modules. Thus, educational videos as supplementary tools for students' understanding of the concepts were found effective. This is anchored on the theory of Rasi and Poikela, 2016, who found out that educational videos which are being used in a variety of ways can support pedagogical strategies successfully. In problem-based learning, video clips can be used to present a problem to students to trigger problem solving, to provide information about the topic, or to present solutions to the problem at the end of the process. Quality education is fully achieved when learners are guided and provided with the necessary tool to enhance their learning capability. One way of enhancing students' learning is to supplement the information provided in the self-learning module through educational videos in which the students can effectively interact rather than depending solely on the concepts provided in the printed modules. Learning takes place more effectively, and retention of knowledge is best achieved when the students heard at the same time view the concepts being illustrated in the videos. Moreover, there must be close coordination among teachers, parents, learners to find out the difficulties encountered by their sons or daughters in terms of learning the self module. That ends my presentation. Thank you for listening.